Welcome, foolish mortals. Very special live. I'll wait to get a few more people on, and then I'll explain what happened yesterday. So we're here today because you all have graciously subscribed to my channel. We have, I don't know what we have now. Let me see.
30,300?
That sounds about right. So what's
only.
What's nice is that it's kind of leveled out, and now you guys are watching longer of the videos, especially the fun hole. The fun hole videos and are doing pretty well. The channel has kind of morphed into a Lego channel accidentally, Lego and fun hole and fantasy, and I got a couple other company stuff that I need to build.
Go, Steve.
Thank you guys all, and here is two of these people here. Now there is a link out to the rest of the Monkey Lizard Army, but these are two people who have been instrumental in getting the channel to where it is. Great friends, and we have the super awesome Geek Show and Salacious Rum, the leader of the Monkey Lizard Army. A pretty good jester, a very good DJ, and an adequate lover.
Wow.
So,
overplayed the first couple, but underplayed the last bit. I mean,
well, you can only go with what you know.
Ghost, can I just say as well that I reckon Super John and I contribute probably at least 13 of the subscriptions.
That is true between all your separate channels. That is true.
Yeah, we put people on the map in all of our
If Orlando shows up, he can start dumping all your extra channels on. Look forward to a new episode of super awesome cooking soon with spaghetti. So while we're waiting for people to get in, let's say hey to the chat.
I just ate all that spaghetti and sausage. It was good.
Nice. Hey Chip. Hey. Chip, the Monkey Lizard Army thing in the Instagram and I think Twitter, the link is in. I might just put it in here too. I can always. Let's see. Share screen, invite, copy.
See, I'm definitely in. I felt it.
There you go. So there's the. I'll pin this to the top so it doesn't go anywhere. So there is the. If anybody wants to pop in, say hey. We're going to be talking for about an hour, depending on what we're decided to talk about. Lady Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie. Duffman. Thank you, Duffman. Pete's Toys and Things.
Ting.
Ting.
All right. Right. It's time to walk the plank.
Ain't no
G-Force. G-Force, I sent you the link too. He is another big supporter. Him and Dino are always around supporting.
Like a bad smell. Just
he did, yeah.
You said Dino was like a bad smell. He's just like,
well, he works out a lot and he sweats.
Okay.
So, Vader's girl, hey Cat.
Cat's always around. Ricardo, Rolando.
It's true. I did. I sent a link to you too, but I know you're sick, so please get better. Michael Reed. Yeah, I know. Okay. Let me see how many people are here.
Take two.
Okay, there's like 16. So what happened yesterday was I had talked to Rum and John earlier in the week, and John had a conflicting thing with with a charity event he was doing. Hey,
Hi,
hi,
Cat.
And so I was like, okay, well, I'll just move it to Sunday because nobody really does streams and stuff in like the middle of the day.
Hello.
So I asked Rum if that was okay, and he was like, fine. And then I was like, okay, so we're good to go. Except I didn't change the StreamYard date.
Yeah.
So yes, I know a lot of people showed up yesterday in the stream, and I'm very sorry about that. It won't happen again because there won't be I don't think I can get to 50,000, but so that's what happened. I apologize.
I haven't worked out in about an hour or a year. Okay, there he goes. A year.
Congratulations.
Dino's here. Thank you, Kat. How are you feeling?
I can't stop coughing today, but I'm like, I'll say about 20% better, which for me is huge because, I got RSV and then RSV-induced bronchitis.
Wow.
So has not been fun, and I keep having to go to the emergency room and get breathing treatments, and it's been a nightmare. So 20% is huge.
Yeah.
So,
Well, when my roommate had the RSV, he went to the hospital, and they actually kept him in overnight because his oxygen had gotten so low.
yeah.
And then they sent him home with oxygen for the next week.
Yeah, I mean, my blood pressure was over, it was like 158 over something.
Yeah.
So they were freaking out over that. My oxygen dropped extremely low. But with it being able to like the fact that I responded to everything is why they didn't keep me, thankfully. But yeah, it's been a nightmare. Not fun. But I wanted to come on and celebrate you, and this is huge, and I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How's Rafi doing? He didn't catch it, did he?
No, so he got me sick. So originally he actually he got a sinus infection and bronchitis.
Oh,
and then, because he is a mama's boy, like he's attached to me and he just wanted to cuddle all the time. So I started getting sick, and then
did you get like a water bottle and squirt him and say, "Go away"?
No, I can't do that. Not as a mom, you can't do that. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm getting. So I was like cleaning, disinfecting everything, trying not to get sick, and I got a little sick, and then on Tuesday, like I woke up and like it was just way, way worse. So I just went in and they did a bunch of tests and stuff, and everything came back negative except for the RSV, and they put me on stuff. But by Thursday, like it was so much worse.
Yeah.
And not being able to breathe, or I felt like I was gonna pass out from coughing fits and that kind of stuff. So
yeah, that's both my roommates had the coughing bit. I got it, but I didn't get any coughing. I could not stay awake. I slept for like 10 or 12 hours. I'd wake up for a half hour.
Oh man, I wish
go to the bathroom and then go back to sleep.
Yeah. Well, thankfully he's like since Thursday he's not been coughing, no runny nose, like so I think he's good. He sounds still a little bit weird, but nothing like it was. So he's on the mend, and I've been, trying to keep the rest of the house safe. So I've been like wearing a mask around him and stuff and isolating in my room. But yeah, he's doing better. So
man says get better.
Thank you.
To be honest, Lady Cat, has my mic been? Have I been muted the whole time?
Yes, we didn't hear you at all.
You muted yourself.
To be honest, Lady, hi everyone. I actually said loads of stuff. Never mind. To be honest, Lady Catherine, there is stuff going around because Pilly Yum Yum, the monkey lizard's got a new rash.
Well, I mean, has he not been taking his penicillin like he's supposed to every day?
He's off,
He finished that round?
Yeah, I think he's
that sucks. You got to keep him away from the koalas.
It occurred to me that I forgot to put on the Chris shirt.
Oh, there
Oh
you go.
no! There you go.
God damn it!
Oh, that looks much better. Good job.
I didn't get the memo.
It's got Chewie and Ewoks and Vader and everybody on it.
Yay! Awesome.
I'm wearing Goonies.
Yay!
Oh.
Rum's still in his Christmas outfit.
Well, I could have worn a shirt if someone had told, give me the memo.
Well, you might get a shirt someday.
Well, I could have, never mind.
So, yeah, so we're just gonna hang out and talk toys, maybe talk news, toy news, and other movie news. And I don't think all of us have gotten together and talked about Skeleton Crew. Kat, what did you think of it?
You said cat? I'm sorry, I was coughing. What? Oh,
that's okay.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was just something fun. You don't have to put a lot of thought into it or like, oh my gosh, how could they do? Like it was just something fun that I could enjoy with my kiddo. And I love all the droids that they do in the shows. I've said it repeatedly. I love 33. I really want to get I'd love to get a Black Series of 33 just because how awesome he is. I was a little disappointed with the finale. But if they actually do like a second season, then I that disappointment kind of goes out the window because I think they'll pick it up well.
Yeah, they didn't leave it on a cliffhanger or anything. It just kind of stopped.
Yeah, I wish we kind of had more of like what happened with him in the end, but there was enough new stuff in the show that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. With seeing the pirate starport and seeing a bunch of creatures there. I was like, I don't remember those, or I don't remember this, or even their little protective layer on their home planet and stuff. So I really enjoyed it. It felt like watching like a bunch of 80 TV shows, with like the Goonies and that kind of stuff, and just or you ride your bikes with the neighborhood kids getting into going to the creek, get into trouble and stuff. That's what it reminded me of. Yeah, like we had a big one right by my house. Like it just kind of brought me back to that. So I thought it was just fun.
John, what'd you think?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun show. I didn't really have many problems with it at all. I mean, I thought as the show went on, it just kept getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
And I do hope they do a second season because it'll make the end. Yeah, that last episode sort of fit better.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with it is with the kids, you almost would have to be filming it now, or you're going to end up with something like the, Stranger Things, where the kids went from being, 11 and 12 to 20.
But that's the thing. I think more what I'm curious about. I guess maybe I shouldn't say like a second season. Then I think I think the story needs to be picked up with what happens to Jad Nod and like the money that's on that planet. Like now that it's exposed to the galaxy, like, and we saw the X-wings fly in and help them. Does that mean the New Republic will get control of the all that wealth, or is there going to be some way that there were all these people hinting and rumors flying around that that's how the First Order gets funded? So are we going to see that connection? You know what I mean? Like, is there a senator or someone working in the New Republic that really is still basically an Imperial, and he just is? He's going to somehow use his influence in the Senate or wherever to funnel that money to the Outer Rim.
That's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
In the movie, in the book, I can't remember. It's got Leia on the cover, and it's like Bloodthirst or something like that.
Bloodline.
Bloodline. Thank you.
Bloodline.
She's running for president because Mom Mothra is retiring finally. And the problem is that somebody who's going against her lets leak that Vader is her father. Now, they never do say that, too much.
Wonder
but
who did that.
That's one of the things that destabilizes Ben. Ben starts thinking, well, what else have I been lied to about from Luke and Leia and Dad? And Luke and Leia and Han are still together. Luke is working on getting the thing back together. But there are a couple senators who are funneling some money to the First Order.
Yeah.
And then, hey, Chippy.
Hey.
Hello.
It's just a fan.
Hello. That's just a fan.
That Chip.
That's Chip.
No, it isn't.
Chip.
What? Where is he
Well,
going?
it was Chip.
Oh, thanks, G-Force.
But yeah, it's kind of exactly how Leia starts setting up the resistance.
Yeah.
She starts finding a couple people in the banking guild who sort money her way. And then the book basically becomes that she's kind of like, I always said she was like John McCain, where she was warning about the First Order coming, kind of like he used to talk about how the Taliban were getting bigger and all this stuff was going to come. And people just deride her because they're like, okay, well, you're the daughter of one of the universe's biggest monsters.
Yeah.
So, it's just one of those things. But that's exactly. But I thought about it and think of how much money there was there.
Oh, I know. It's insane. Yeah.
And if they had, what they say, 600 of those?
1,138. 39.
39.
He was standing in one, and then they said there were an additional 1,138, so that made 1,139 total. And that was one of the questions that Rick had, because he was like, does one of the writers think that it was THX 1139, not 1138, because they screwed up with the math there? And
I think they did that on purpose. They did the 138, and they were going, oh, and then they, he threw an extra one in that they were going through just because.
Yeah.
Just to make Rick mad, probably.
Maybe, yeah.
But that kind of money would destabilize the entire galaxy.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So it's kind of, because I was always questioning the money once they showed it for the last couple episodes, being like, okay, are we going to see, like, everyone's expecting the Shield to go down and have like the New Republic or some good guy show up. But I said, are we going to actually see the opposite? And like Thrawn's Chimera shows up, and then we're all going to be like, oh my gosh, Thrawn's going to get control of all this money, and that's how it gets to the First Order. Wow, this is going to be crazy. But yeah, it ended up being the Republic, and so then you're starting to question, well, if the Republic gets that much wealth, like how much are they? Yeah, does it start fragmenting from within because there's all that? Yeah. But that's the part I'm interested in. Like, and I imagine that if they do a sequel, you don't necessarily have to get all the kids back. I mean, it would be neat to have them in an episode or two, but as far as furthering the story towards the First Order and doing this political dissent and everything within the Senate, the kids don't need to be there for every step of that. You know what I mean? So
when I think Jadu Duduwa, whatever his name is I think somebody's already said that he's in this combining movie they're doing.
Yeah.
So maybe he, comes across Ahsoka or Luke or someone.
Yeah, we don't know how that's going to go either, yeah.
Honestly, it could just start from like a time jump. The kids are older. He's been in prison for like 2-3 years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's not necessarily have to pick up right where they left off.
And maybe one of those kids now joins the junior Senate. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We've seen that in other things, like the people of Naboo, they join the Junior Senate when they're like 15 years old. So
exactly, yeah.
Well, and yeah, Leia herself was in when she was 15.
yeah, so
So they could send Fern over, and
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Red Rover, send Fern right over.
But I think in general, the Disney series, there's one overlying problem with like every single series they've done, is that the Mandalorian season 1, Mandalorian 2, 3, Book of Boba Fett, the Kenobi stuff, like every single one of them leaves threads open.
Mhm.
There are threads of story that they did not tie up by the end of the season. And now we got a big gaping hole with Acolyte because they showed Plagueis, they showed us the Stranger. So it's like you can't just leave those things hanging there. You can't leave the Stranger out there and not explain what happened to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't.
Well, apparently we're getting a book, which was going to be the second season.
Well,
there's a new comic series starting where it takes over as Ben hunting, being an Inquisitor and hunting down a Jedi.
Yeah. See, I kind of don't think that's enough. I don't think you need a book or a comic. Just isn't going to do it for most people. Like my mom's
they're not going to read it.
My mom's always wonder what happened. You know?
Do it.
Honestly, if they did Acolyte season 2 as animated, I'd be down for it.
Yeah, maybe that's the way
get the original voice actors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like they don't even have to name it Acolyte 2. They could just have a different series, like even some things maybe. Even if you have something called like, I don't know, the Sith or something, and then you explain what happened to the Stranger in that, I don't know, whatever, you know what I mean, like.
Plagueis Chapter 1,
or they just do like End of the High Republic or something, I don't know.
They could do so much, but.
Rum, you've been quiet. What do you think?
I like the little blue elephant. Blue elephant man.
Yeah.
I like him. I like the little space rat. Little space mouse thing.
Yep.
Oh, the little space
eye.
Yeah. The rat thing. I liked him.
The bilge rat.
Yeah.
I like the
I thought you said rack. I was like, what?
Wow, Fern's mom had a decent.
I was like, who had a rack? What's going on?
Yeah, Finn's mom.
We're not going to have this one devolve into a normal Lego stream.
No. I like. There was cat that brought boobies. I didn't say anything. I said I like the blue elephant man and the rat. I like the big robot.
Yeah.
The pirate robot. I liked him. I like Jedward.
He was voiced by Nick Frost.
Yeah, he was good.
I
didn't really get it. I didn't. I thought I liked the space port, the pirate port.
Yeah.
I like pirate port. Oh, I'm up for a spa. I'll go for a spa. I'm up for that. If you want, Kat, if you really want to come for a spa, we can go for a go. Me.
As long as you're paying, I'll go.
Yeah, we can go.
Okay.
We can go. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a nice mud bath with some hammerheads.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. Sounds
sure Rick would be glad to come along.
Yeah.
That was good.
So Chip, before we lose you again, what did you think of the show?
You know what? I actually liked it. I thought it was pretty good. At first I was kind of like, oh gosh, here we go. Wasn't quite digging it, but as it went on, man, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was, I think it's going to be. I kind of am hoping, like you said, I'm hoping that there's a second one, and hoping that they, kind of maybe move it forward, like Kat said, and kind of 10 years from now, 10 years in the future, 15 years in the future, whatever, and kind of go from there. So that would be cool.
Yeah, I definitely think that's one thing that hurt the sequel trilogy is that they didn't leave time jumps to explain things. Really, the entire sequel trilogy takes place in just over a year.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, the first and second movies take place in the same 2-week period.
Yeah.
And so they didn't give time to explain anything to grow. Of course, there was no character development either, but that's beyond the point.
Yeah.
But I definitely think John's right about all the threads they leave. And they did that because, initially they had these big plans. They were going to have, all these series in Lando and the whatever of the Republic, Sheriffs of the Republic.
Squadron, Because that's a lot of those loose threads do have to deal with that, because he gives Cara Dune that shield, and there's often times where they talk about like there's stuff going on in the Outer Rim we gotta start paying attention to, and I think they were gonna look into that stuff in the Squadron show.
Was it Rangers or Squadrons?
Rangers, whatever it was, and they just never did that show, and it's kind of like, so you got to do a different show, but they still have to look into that stuff, like you've got all those threads in the, out there. We need to, follow those threads,
Yeah, and I think those were definitely leading to what we would see as the creation of the First Order.
I mean, maybe that is,
Because the Bloodline book takes place around the same time as Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, Rangers of the Republic. That was what it was.
Yeah, Rangers of the Republic. Okay. So.
And then you could morph that into a Squadron show and have Paul Lee there bring back his Carson Teva character as one of the characters and have a squadron of X-Wings do it,
Yeah.
I think that would
be. They have to talk him out of retirement. He's went on to Coruscant and opened a small shop, and they have to call him back up.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean, I'm after that. I'm a lot more hopeful about Star Wars than I have been in a while. I mean, really, that we've got nothing until Andor season 2, right?
Yeah.
That's not till December, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. But I mean, maybe Star Wars needs a break, like we were talking about yesterday with Hasbro and stuff. Maybe it's time for Star Wars to take another break again. People are saying the same thing about Doctor Who. That Doctor Who maybe needs to take 2 or 3 years off to regroup itself. And Star Trek is doing okay with Strange New Worlds, but now they're having that Section 31 movie that nobody seems to like. And they've got another series coming about Starfleet Academy that people are like, well, so what? We're just going to be in San Francisco all the time?
Yeah.
It's, weird.
Yeah, you need another show where it's in space doing what Star Trek did, visit new worlds and explore.
It needs to stop being dark. It needs, first of all, whoever's lighting those sets needs to be fired.
Yeah. They're all dark.
Then, you need to go back to Roddenberry's ideas of humanity and our innate goodness and stuff. I love Deep Space Nine. It's my favorite Star Trek because it does look at darker bits of Starfleet. And some of the ideas that come out of, not everybody does like us, And I've always thought of Starfleet as like the Americans going out into the world. Not everybody likes us, but they do need us. But and I would love to get back to a hopeful show, and kind of, I guess that's kind of what Strange New Worlds is. It kind of went back to a more like a classic Trek.
Yeah.
It's not, you could skip an episode and not be lost.
Yeah.
But
I like the hot green chicks.
Yeah.
What hot green chick?
Luke is absolutely right. They need to stop TV.
Star Trek.
Once Andor season 2 is over, they really should not do any more live action series for a couple years. Concentrate on the cinema. And not only that, it'll give the time, like the toys and stuff, it'll give it time to reset.
I think them not listening to George when him saying, take 10, 15 years to do the last 3, I think ultimately it's hurt them. Now, again, I love that we had Solo and Rogue One and everything. Like, I love Rogue One. So we've had a lot of good come out of it. But I think they did shoot themselves in the foot by just rushing everything out instead of really taking their time, getting that storyline down
Yeah.
that everybody could be. Because if they went with something different, we wouldn't be talking about all it. You know what I mean? Like they could have opened up so much more.
If you move things forward too fast, you can't pivot.
Yeah, and now you're stuck.
When Carrie Fisher died, they were lost because she was supposed to be a major part of the third movie.
Yep.
And then she's gone, and you got to rewrite everything and figure it out. And it's the same thing with the Rangers of the Republic or whatever is. You start setting up these threads everywhere in the Mandalorian and things, and then suddenly Cara Dune is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just recasting her like they should have done and continued their story, they just dropped it all.
Yeah, it could have.
Like, well, what was the story going to be? Are we ever going to know?
Like you said, probably in a book or a comic.
Andor is coming out on April 22nd.
Oh, not December?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot sooner than I thought.
Yeah, me too.
Wow, okay.
That means more than likely, maybe we'll see a trailer during the Super Bowl.
Most likely, yeah. That's April.
Probably see a big one for that and for Stranger Things 5.
Okay, I'll be honest, I've never seen Stranger Things at all.
That you would like it because you like 80s Spielberg-y stuff. I think you would really like it, and it's not like overly scary because I think Rafi would like it.
Yeah.
Because the Demogorgons are kind of kaiju-y.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd at least watch the first episode.
Okay. I'll give that a shot, at least. At the very least. Cool.
Well, I know, exactly, Jonathan. They've announced and canceled 2 or 3 other shows.
Yeah.
And they say, well, no, the Lando show is still coming. And Donald Glover's like, well, maybe. I haven't really heard about that in a long time.
Yeah.
And if they're going to use Billy D. Williams for anything, they better hurry.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Or get him scanned or something so they can make a CGI out of him. He's not looking so hot.
I get really
the Droid show. Remember they were doing that cartoon Droid show with Anthony Daniels and them?
Yeah.
And they shot it. Where is it? I mean, they showed clips of Anthony Daniels, in the Doc costume because he doesn't have to wear the thing anymore. And they're saying they'd started production on it. And that was, I don't know, before COVID, I think, at least 2 or 3 years ago.
You're never going to see that. It's never going to
Well, another thing is, if you've ever looked on YouTube and watched Star Wars Detours, I would love to see that show.
Yeah.
It was a great show animated by Lucasfilm. Dave Filoni was part of it, and the guys from Robot Chicken. And they did there are 60 completed episodes. And Disney canceled the whole thing right the day they bought it.
What?
And it was supposed to be a Cartoon Network thing and all this, and it's just gone.
Wow.
All the animation's complete. All the music's complete. Everything is done. And they're like,
cancel.
We don't want to make Star Wars a joke. We intend to make it a joke.
They rush without thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I said this the other night on whatever stream, saying it really bothers me when Kathleen Kennedy comes out and says we didn't have anything to go off of. You had 20 years of stories. You have so much you could do, but you guys are just sitting there twiddling your thumbs.
Yeah.
Not doing nothing. You still have it. But they're just squandering it. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that was here in Denver not too long ago, and I almost went to it.
What?
The Empire Strips Back.
Oh.
Star Wars burlesque show.
Oh, that's in Chicago. Yeah, I just got notification that's coming.
I want to see that.
It sold out like
Oh no!
They added like 2 more days in Denver for it.
Either Chip dropped the phone or his car is tumbling down a hill.
That could be one or the other.
He probably dropped the phone. Getting excited about the show. They have tickets again? What?
Exactly. Yep.
Yes, in Colorado, you're breaking the law right now.
Oh.
Your phone in the car.
I thought you're not allowed to hold it up while you're. It has to be hands-free.
Can't have hands-free.
You're not supposed to be touching your phone.
Yeah, if they see you holding it, it's like a no-no. But
really?
Well, and that's why I think when Disney decided to bring Grand Admiral Thrawn in and stuff, they did it pretty well because they had the new books to go off of, and they brought Timothy Zahn in to kind of say, no, Thrawn wouldn't do that. He'd do this.
See, and that's what you got to do is bring the maker in. Yeah.
Well, he's been over there for like 20 years. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I can use mine without touching it.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask what.
Jonathan, they 1,000% do, and it drives me crazy that they do it. Now, listen, I like that they pull things from here and there. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was in a video game. That's awesome. But exactly what you said, they like take part of a story and then just kind of butcher it and slaughter. It was fine the way it was.
Well, and they're like,
we liked it for a reason.
Mara Jade. I don't think you want Mara Jade. I think they'd mess her up horribly.
I want Mara Jade.
Yeah.
You know, like what is so wrong with? I mean, honestly, if they wanted to pass the baton to a younger generation. Okay, have an older Luke, have an older Mara Jade with a grown-up Ben Skywalker. Okay, have it how it was supposed to be. Have it Luke's and Han's twins and Anakin together, them taking the torch. What's wrong with that? You can still do it without like completely destroying the whole thing that that worked.
Well, you do know that every plan the Emperor had, Jonathan, failed as well. Every plan Vader had failed. I thought Thrawn was actually pretty well done in Star Wars Rebels. I thought they really had him set up. I just don't think
he did well.
They had him completely fleshed out for Ahsoka.
I was nervous about seeing him when I finally did watch Rebels because I wasn't sure because he's such an amazing character, but they did it pretty well.
No.
I wasn't a
John,
fan
have you
of
picked up
him
anything good recently?
Played him. I just wasn't a fan.
Yeah. And they only casted him because everybody was like, use the voice actor. He can do the role, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, then they did, and you're all bitching. You know?
To me, Thrawn has a certain
he
look.
Can't be
He
CG
has
like...
a certain look and feel to him.
Yeah. Until we see Ahsoka Season 2, we won't really have a grasp on what Thrawn's plan really is, or how he fits into the First Order, or the Emperor's new plan. So, and it is all according to his plan.
Yeah.
Always is.
Palps is right there, always thinking, always ahead. Always like 10 steps ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
But, John, have you picked up anything at the stores recently of any kind?
No. Like I said, I mean, the only things I grabbed was, I can show you a couple things that I grabbed. The next thing I'm going to do a video on is this Star Wars thing. I really like this. I think this is cool.
Oh yeah, the hot gun.
Oh, yeah, energy. I
like those.
Wow, that's awesome.
We were laughing the other day because the this snowtrooper is like Damn it! Everybody's out there fighting, and all I get to do is hang on to this stupid hose. Like this is an action-packed scene that you can recreate with your toys. You know, like.
Hey, somebody's got to hold the hose.
But yeah, I'm really I didn't expect this when I got it, but it's got the original cardboard inside, and everything's in the original baggies.
Nice.
The instructions are in there, so it's just like it came off the shelf when you first bought it, except that it's already been opened. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
What'd that run you?
Believe it or not, I won it on auction for just over $30.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So I was blown away by this. Yeah. I didn't realize it had all that stuff. I knew because he showed it built in one picture, and then he showed the box, and he said it comes with the instructions. So I just thought it was going to be an empty box, and the thing would be, on its own, and then it came with the instructions. But to have all the baggies and all this cardboard and everything else inside, I was very impressed, and I think if he had put all that, the auction might have gone for more. But But
probably just for the box.
I know, yeah. So it's one of those things where you get lucky because someone doesn't bother describing what they're doing. You know what I mean? They just,
I used to get a good set of different autograph cards and things that way. People would not, put the right thing, or they put a character name instead of the actor's name.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and the other thing is they had the box. And they didn't leave it listed as tripod laser cannon. They listed it as Imperial cannon. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, so that I think is the other thing is that I just stumbled across it when I was actually looking for an Ewok hang glider because I don't have the hang glider. And I'm trying to get the last couple mini rigs or mini vehicle things. I don't know if that was considered a mini rig, but those mini vehicles that I don't have, and it's like sometimes they throw other things in your search when you put in Ewok hang glider and you get Imperial cannon. None of those words were in my search at all. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, and then so sometimes I see something and go, well, I got to watch that. That's really cheap.
The algorithm knows what you want. You don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. It knows more than because I didn't end up getting an Ewok glider. I ended up getting that.
Rummy, have you had any show everybody your foofer?
Oh yeah, yeah. Put me on screen then. Put me on screen. I've got something to show actually. So.
Oh my gosh, a UFO just flew over a ship's head.
Yeah. Does everyone want to see my foofer? Oh.
There you go.
What the heck is a foofer?
Oh.
Yeah.
Lady Catherine.
Yes.
Want to see my foofer?
Maybe. It's gonna scar me now.
I think she's like maybe.
Okay, I'm not a foofer, so you can take that off.
That's my foofer.
Mm-hmm. The thing behind me.
Yeah.
The blue doll. The blue stuffed animal.
Yeah.
What is that? But it looks like a weird pound puppy.
Yeah, the weird pound puppy is
right? Doesn't it look like a pound puppy but bigger?
Yeah. It was a cartoon in the 80s.
Yeah. Well, it's conveniently hiding the parts of the Death Star. But anyway, moving on.
Your upside down pieces.
But the thing is, honestly, can you put me back on screen?
It depends on what you're going to put on the screen.
Oh, well, Lady Catherine's like lap dancing. Well, she not that I've had one. Well, I might have, but when you get a lap dance, like you need a chair. You need to sit in a chair, don't you? Like. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Lady Catherine needs to give someone a lap dance because goldenrods.
No, there will be no goldenrodding.
All right, no goldenrod.
No, that's so disturbing.
I have got some
scream, Rob.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm going to show.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's not
see,
so bad.
now we're talking.
Yeah, because Lady
that makes
Catherine
sense.
needs to. We're gonna have We're gonna set up Lady Catherine needs to. She's gonna dance to Palps in the chair. She's gonna do it. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna set it up in a minute. We'll get her dance. We'll get her. Palps is gonna get an eyeful.
Right? That's what I say, Jonathan. Yeah, absolutely.
No, Lady Catherine's down. No.
She killed
My
Coco Puff.
His work is coming out well.
Catherine.
Making more evidence for me. Appreciate it.
Lady Catherine. No.
Yep. Just more evidence on my side. Oops.
Tons of evidence. So I know you're driving, Chip, but have you picked up anything good recently?
Yes. Actually, I picked up that Palpatine that Rum was just showing. So yeah, I picked that up.
Nice.
Not a big fan of the soft goods because they look kind of chintzy, but yeah. Overall, it's not bad. Face looks better than the original, I think. But, yeah. That was the last thing I picked up. I'm headed home from. I was at the data center doing some work. So I'm headed back home now.
Nice.
Well, I picked up a couple things while I was in Kansas. One of them I can't find. I don't know where I did with it. But Walmart has started carrying all these retro things. Let's see, where's my... And one of them is RoboForce.
RoboForce.
So it was a series in the, like mid-'80s?
Oh, I remember that. Well, that's been a while since I've seen anything like that.
Yeah. They're much bigger than I think they used to be.
Yeah.
But they're made by a company called The Cell.
These are the new ones? These are the new ones?
These are the new ones.
Yeah.
And Walmart had them for $10.
Oh.
So I had to get those. Another thing they had that I can't find, I really am annoyed that I've misplaced that, is they've redone some Barnyard Commandos. And those were also on sale for $15. So I was happy to get those. Well, there's only one, so I got it. And then they've also made new Sectars.
Yeah.
And there's a Walmart exclusive one. And all these were all on clearance too for $10. So of all that new stuff, the only thing that wasn't on clearance at the moment was Biker Mice from Mars. And then they just released this last couple weeks Toxic Crusader figures. Batman, Joker, Shadow. Oh, I thought it was the real Shadow. Sonic 3 McFarlane. Oh yeah, I've almost bought that Christopher Reeves Superman a couple times, but I haven't got it yet. Commander Blythe, Darth Malik, Star Killer all box, and a loose Biker Scout. You can never go wrong with more Biker Scouts. Biker Scouts are always
Malik is awesome.
But so again, we're doing a drawing here in a few minutes. Hold myself up for a hot toy of the Shore Trooper.
Oh, look at that! Look at the size of him. He's a whopper.
He's a big guy. Let's see here. There's the inner card for him.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then he looks like this.
Wow.
And he is from the Mandalorian series. This is the guy that Andor and
Bill Burr dress
Bill
up
Burr take over and take their costumes from, which conveniently they fit as always. So what we're going to do is we're going to put everybody who wants in can put hashtag foolish mortal, all one word, like this.
Foolish mortal.
There you go. And I'm going to give you about, like 5 minutes or so to get anybody who wants in. It's open to anybody in England or Scotland, anything in the United Kingdom or Ireland, Canada, the United States, Australia, and New Zealand.
Wow.
Other arrangements might be able to be made, but international shipping is very expensive.
Yeah.
So, if Luke wins, then he's got to tell me what continent he's on.
What if he doesn't know?
Well, that could be. Well, if it's Tuesday, he's in Denmark.
Right.
Piping in, definitely. Yeah. So, like I said, we'll give about 5 minutes, and then we'll do this drawing. Again, I want to thank everybody. Trip for a second. Really, I did not know that, Palps. I would have thought that Rum would have told me the story of how you created Hot Toys.
I actually don't know this story.
Oh.
I actually don't know this one. So I have no idea. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. Blimey, you didn't tell me.
I did not know that as well.
Mr. Ghost.
I don't. Yeah, I think he's having to go. I'm pretty sure that they're not. I mean, Sideshow is a American company. Oh my goodness, that's small rating.
Mr. Ghost.
Yes, sir.
What do you reckon the chances are that John's going to fall asleep and start snoring again in the stream?
Probably pretty high. He looks kind of sleepy now.
Yeah. I reckon.
About time for a nap before we play some Diablo later.
It's definitely nap time.
Same thing. I'm thinking of taking a nap after this.
Yeah.
Foolish mortals. Do you want to see it? I could get it down.
What? Oh, the figure? Yeah, grab it.
Roundabout, yeah.
Whip it out. Whip it out.
What's he getting? What's he getting out?
He's gonna whip his out.
Well, he goes. Go on, get it out. Go on. I like it when he gets. When I
get stuff out.
When he gets it out.
I
very much like it. I like it. It's my favorite bit. It's my favorite bit. To be honest, I like it. I like it when you get it out, Ghost. My favorite is when Cat gets hers out.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody loves puzzles.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. They do. They do.
Vern's just kind of following along. Vern is for the hot toy of the transport trooper.
Yep. Come on, people.
Well, at least we can see that John ain't abusing his monkey lizard today.
Yeah, poor guy. He's over there.
Can I be honest though about that? It kind of did just look like he passed out from drinking too much. It didn't look like it just looked like he passed out from, oh my gosh, I'm so drunk or full. And then he kind of just was sleeping.
Mind if I lay my head against this squid for a minute?
Yeah, and so I don't necessarily think that it was abuse. I'm just saying it kind of looked like he just passed out from so much fun. Just throwing that out there.
Well, that's what John said. But we've got to check on these things. Suspicions were raised, so
I get it. You got to do a welfare check. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But I
Sounds
don't think John would. Let's be honest. If John was going to do it, he wouldn't put it right in front of your face. Let's just put that out there, right?
Oh, that's true. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Wow. Nice figure. Does his helmet
I'll
come
be right
off?
back.
No,
Okay.
not a character underneath. It's just
Yeah. Okay, quit playing with his fun hole.
he's got a little holster there for the weapon.
That's cool.
Armored pieces down here with straps. Armored pieces on the shoulders and the helmet. It's just a head. Nice stand with a like a gangplank, sort of like the floor of the Death Star kind of looking floor.
Mm-hmm. Does he have another? No, that's just the side of the thing. So he only comes with one gun.
Yeah.
I guess he is a driver, so.
Yeah.
Have they made that transport in like a Lego form or anything yet?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, because that's got the 6 wheels.
Yeah.
And they made they actually made a toy of it back in 3.75 back during the Clone Wars stuff.
Oh yeah, I've got it. I've got the turbo tank.
Well, yeah, but it's not the same vehicle because the one he drives is a transport vehicle that transports cargo.
They look
Clone
pretty
Wars
close.
one is a troop transport.
They look pretty close on the outside, yeah, but
Similar.
Maybe they've been modified.
They had one in Rogue One as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what you're going for. He's a really cool figure. I like it. Goes well with my other troopers,
Yeah. I think you should probably send it to Rum and he can add a little color to it with his paint kit. Just, maybe something on the arm or something, He's got that one bit of red, but,
He does look like he's missing a little bit of color.
Yeah. Rum's excellent painting skills could come into play.
I agree. I agree.
Okay, let me see if this thing I need this.
Sorry.
I agree with that.
You do have to be very careful when you're changing their hands around because they
pop out.
I broke one on one of the troopers. Can't remember which one it was. And then Gary said he's broken a couple of them. But they always give you extra joints in the things. So I think they know that their joints break every once in a while. So they give you like 3 or 4 extra hand joints. But the trick is getting the broken one out to put the new one in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can imagine.
Okay. Let me see if we can get this to work. So you guys can see the comment picker?
Yep.
Yes.
Random comment picker. Load 0 comments. Okay.
Reload.
Oh, fetch. There you go.
Oh.
Custom. You have to put a custom in, maybe?
Now I need to look for keywords.
Oh, there you go. Put in the keyword. There you go. Yep. Hashtag foolish mortal.
Okay. Now let's see what it does.
Loaded 0 comment.
That means Chris has to keep it. Oh.
Is there a time frame, maybe?
No, I didn't see one. What one do you use?
I've used just Nightbot before and done it off of Nightbot, but
I didn't know Nightbot had one.
You have to have Nightbot on your.
Here, Taz. Let me go outside. There you go. Go ahead. No?
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, go to Ghosty.
I don't know what I'm doing.
No, Michael, I'm not saying that to Lady Catherine.
What?
Michael, the pervy Australian elf, is trying to get me to say stuff to you.
What?
And then I went to the giveaways. Yeah.
What?
You need to connect Nightbot to your channel. We already did.
No, Michael. I'm not saying it.
Rude. I'm sick. You should be nice to me, not saying rude stuff.
Exactly. You're saying all pervy stuff.
Go. Try to go back to giveaways again, maybe.
That's really mean. I'm trying to get better. You shouldn't be rude and mean.
Exactly.
Sounds like somebody needs to go back to the doghouse.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
Let my guard down, let him out, and that's what happens.
Yeah. It's them Australians. It's them,
I know you can't trust them. I thought you could.
Bad influence, to be honest.
Just rude.
Very bad. Very bad.
Like you might have to go to the settings.
Very bad indeed.
It's waiting for something. I'll see though. Let's see. Keyword giveaway.
Yeah, I did keyword. Yeah.
Mind you, there are some other bad influences that you know. I know, like he's a very nice person and he's a very nice man, and you know he's a you know he is the granddad of the army, but he can be a bit naughty as well, Mr. B.
Oh, wait, hold on. Black, do hashtag foolish mortals if you want to enter before he does the drawing.
Yep.
So you can get in on it. Hashtag foolish mortals, all lowercase, all one word. So you can be entered to win a hot toy. Or he figures it out. Hurry. Sorry, keep going, Rob. You're talking about Aussies being bad influences. Sorry.
Yeah. True.
Huh.
There you go. Good job, guys.
Next.
Wait, does Phil need an S at the end? Is it mortals with an S?
No, just foolish mortal.
Okay. Well, some are doing with an S at the end. Does that matter?
He spelled it OL instead of AL.
Oh, did I?
Well, no. I mean, Oakhurst did. He put MORTOL instead of AL. And yes, some have put an S on the end. So
so it's all crazy again.
Can you do like two keywords, like foolish mortal and foolish mortals? Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's only Vern that spelled it wrong, but he's corrected it.
No, he's still spelling stuff differently. That's just Vern.
He's
been to be different.
He's doing it on purpose. He's doing it on purpose. Forfeit. Red card.
Mortalism. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know, he's doing it. He's red card him. Doghouse.
I mean, I wouldn't put him in my doghouse just for misspelling stuff. I mean,
all right, but other punishments then are available.
Yeah, that's not really doghouse worthy. That doesn't, because I'm dyslexic, so I can't really tell him to not spell it and then put him in the doghouse. So
everybody put back in.
Sorry.
Foolish mortal.
Okay.
Again,
just make sure it just does that.
Mortal, no S. Okay.
I thought you said, Steph, tell your mom.
Yeah, I thought it was mom.
Right?
Like, what's going on?
Your mom needs to call my mom.
There we go. It's filling in. There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Yay. Okay, good. Everybody's getting in again.
Okay, there are 21 people watching, so I expect at least 20 entries because John doesn't want one.
I've already got it. Yeah.
He's already got it.
I got it.
Yes, congratulations again, Chris. Yes. Amazing. Oh, did you see the new bag clips coming out, Chris? It's Godzilla / Power Rangers.
Oh no.
So it's like the Pink Ranger is actually like Mothra.
Oh,
Wow.
that's funny.
So I'm gonna send it to you on Instagram
Okay,
so you can see it. But
it's funny.
I was like, oh my gosh, I need those. It'll go with my comic book.
Can I just say that Michael Reed is sending me naughty messages via didgeridoo, but I'm not reading them out because I'm a good boy.
Mhm.
Thank you, Rum. I'll remember that.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, so 2 more minutes. We're gonna do it at 1:08,
Okay.
and then whoever does win, you need to contact me on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or whatever, and message me your address, and I will get it off to you first thing tomorrow. I believe I'm going to the post office.
All right, I sent it to you. Thanks, Leck. Hello.
Let's say 16 or 18.
Says 16 for me.
What the hell's Bird doing?
Male.
I mailed a box for Rum, and he didn't fill out the customs form in time. Wow.
It was an easy mistake to make. I mean,
Wow.
yeah, that's true. That is true. I did the second time.
Okay, those are
Rum,
hilarious.
Yeah.
Michael just said he's flat out at work and has no time for messages. So, are you
Right,
lying to me about it?
No, one got through. One got through.
One got through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, everybody ready?
That's it.
Yes.
16 entries. Nobody else entering?
Push the button and see what happens.
I pushed the button.
No, I pushed the button. You don't push the button.
Hey, it's Chip. Chip gets a hot toy.
Yay, Chip.
Wow.
Yay.
Following status unknown. Really?
Oh, snap.
Wow, Chip. All right, so Chip is the big winner.
Yay.
Congratulations, Chip.
It says it in the chat even. Nightbot says, congratulations, Chip Gettler. You won.
Wow.
Chip, you won, Chip.
I think it's a little sus, though. He's not a follower. That's a little...
Yeah, it's kind of bad that he's not a sub to any of us anymore.
I think only subs should win. Chip.
He wasn't following me on Instagram either.
Listen, I'm a follower.
He stopped following me too.
And now you're going to be like, oh, I'd follow and everything, but I'm breaking up. I'm going through a tunnel. I'm driving past the giant, pyramid.
Oh.
People are saying that was
anticlimactic. I was waiting. I should have done I need to find the duck race one. That one at least has sounds and explosions and stuff.
Yeah, I like the duck races. I didn't even know you did it yet because I'm used to like a little bit more of a show.
Yeah, sounds or something.
And I was like, wait, what? It was already picked? What?
Once again, kind of turned in the wrong direction by John.
Oh, John.
Not even music.
Yeah, not even music.
Yeah, there was no fanfare.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Oh, man.
Well, the duck race is actually a duck timer. That's why it's hard for people to find it. It's a duck timer.
I love it.
There he goes.
Yay.
And to the Enter the king. That's what happens when I go back to Kowak. This is what happens when I go back to Kowak.
You got a spot to put this, Chip?
Exactly. Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate it.
No problem. Just send me your info, and I will. I'll get it off to you tomorrow. So.
No problem. Thank you.
Do you got a spot to put it?
Jeez. Giving me shit about nothing. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you got an idea? Okay.
I'll one of those Lego things off the shelf.
Yeah, definitely. No. yeah, you know, the useless Lego things.
Mm-hmm. That Batman thing, you don't really need that.
No, I don't need the Batmobile, the Batman. You know.
Well, Jumpy, I am a lord, but I don't think I can give him a knighthood.
I can. I can.
Are you also a lord, or just in the monkey lizard?
Monkey lizard king.
Yeah, isn't it a thing where you could just buy like a small piece of land and it gives you a lordship?
Yeah, I own 8 feet of Scotland.
Oh yeah,
see, so I mean, I just need to send in $20, and then I can be.
I bought it on Black Friday, and like each section was like, each square foot was like $20 or something, 30 bucks. Yeah, but I got a little certificate, and I can I legally change my name on my driver's license and things for that if I want.
See, I would be doing that. I would be doing that.
That's funny.
Ghosty.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
In your land, is prima noctua legal?
No, sadly not, as that was never really a thing. That's false history. Sorry.
Is prima noctua legal on yours?
No,
I don't have any land, so I haven't set up any laws yet. Sorry.
Yeah. But in my 8 square feet, no, you may not have your way with the maidens.
What about brigandage?
Doesn't that only show up every like 100 years, or is that brigadoon? Black says it's definitely a thing.
It's a thing, and they sell that by the foot.
Yeah. So
you got a very big skylight there, Chip. Very big skylight, isn't it?
Yeah, I saw a couple UFOs fly overhead while he was driving around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose since you were at work, Mrs. Chip is not with you.
No. Yeah, she's at home right now. Pulled off to the side of the road. I'm like, oh, be safe.
Yeah. We wouldn't have to want to send Rum over to talk to the grieving widow.
I could climb up on there and stick my head out of the sunroof, couldn't I? I could let my hair I could climb up on there.
You could.
You'd lose your bandana though doing that.
Oh, I thought it was a diaper.
Whatever. Diaper, bandana.
I could sit on Chip's head, couldn't I? I could sit on his head and stick my head out the top.
True.
I could just dangle my legs by his ears, couldn't I? Yeah.
Well, I won't hold anybody else up, and we won't wake John up. So
I told you
there he goes.
Yeah.
John is. I envy him so much because he can actually fall asleep like almost like that, and I can't do that. It takes me like a half hour, an hour of laying there, and then you look over and John's just. But I want to thank everybody again for dropping by and saying hi and congratulations and all that. Like I said, Chip, send me that in an Instagram or whatever, and I will get that out tomorrow.
Brian's a tiny bit late.
Brian, you're slightly off.
Yeah, just a tiny bit late there, Ryan.
But And thanks, to you four for showing up and hanging out with me. And I appreciate all of you and appreciate everything you've done to help me, the channel grow, and the advice you've given me. And it's been very nice. And we'll, of course, be joining Rum on one of his mini channels, but mostly on the Lego Studs, which we do every Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Mountain Time. And then there's also the puzzle war coming up this Friday.
Yeah.
I'm going to win building Big Ben. So
Yay.
the British will not be happy, but that's fine.
And then, of course, there's Saturday mornings. Are you going to keep that at 6 a.m. my time? Rummy?
Oh, sorry.
Model school.
Model school at that new time.
I got distracted by Kat when she said Big Ben. I was like,
oh yeah, because you were desperate to say it's actually called the Queen's Tower. Big Ben is actually just the bell.
Well, there was that as well, but I was thinking, but yeah. Yeah.
But because the model school guys are all in Australia, and it's easier to start, so it's at 6 a.m. my time in the mountain, but that's still like midnight their time. It's still late.
Yeah.
But that comes from having Rum in England and Michael and them in New Zealand and Australia, and trying to coordinate.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. That's true.
But anybody else have anything coming out new this week before we head out?
Tuesday we got another science show with Lack and maybe Cy this time. Maybe Josh will join us.
Sweet. What are you talking about?
We're dedicating the whole hour to UFO and UAP discussions. I want to hit off the thing with a question with everybody is, do you think Roswell actually happened? Like, is it a real alien crash? And then we'll start from there and see what happens.
Cool. Okay. You're going to have to wait about a month, but you should definitely do, I know it's not maybe science, but the JFK, RFK, MLK.
Yeah, if they release all those files, that'd be something to talk about, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, okay, that's cool. Rum, you doing anything? Except the puzzle on Friday?
Monkey Lizard Hangout tomorrow night at 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, who's going to be on that?
I've got a couple of young reprobates by the name of Monkey Boys Toys and some other bloke.
Yeah.
Called Nick or something. From a podcast called... They do some kind of podcast called Averagely Interesting or something. Averagely average. It's the average.
Was there anybody really interesting coming up next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Who's coming up next week that is interesting? And
oh, that'll be way better. The week after, it'll be way better. The week after, I've got Lady Stephanie on.
Yay. I mean, no, boo! I'm mad at her. Mad at her.
Hopefully we'll get some live sex noises because she's been doing quite a lot of that recently on Lego Studs.
Yeah, Lego Studs, which may or may not be renamed Playing with Your Fun Hole.
I mean, I think that's a pretty good hit. I think it's a winner.
So, all right, everybody. Like I said, I just put out the new fun hole video for the farm truck today. I'm finishing up the Land Rover-ish type Jeep now, and that'll probably go out on Wednesday. And then Friday, I'm going to join, and I'm also building a Queen's Tower, like a steampunky one. So, we'll see. So, and then I don't know what I'm building next. Is probably going to be something for Chinese New Year. So,
dragon?
It's actually does have a dragon on it, but it's actually Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, even better.
So, I'll probably start building that maybe Friday night on your stream, depending. Is it going to be a Friday night or is the puzzle Friday?
Well, I think the puzzle's at 3 p.m. our time, Mountain Time.
Okay.
So unless
So
he's
if you
changed
do have a
it.
stream Friday night, I'll probably have started it or will start it. And then John, when he wakes up from his nap, we should go play some Diablo.
Awesome. Are you guys going to stream that? The Diablo?
Half-hour nap, and then I'll get on Diablo 4.
Okay. All right. So again, thanks everybody. We've said goodbye like 8 times now. Thanks for coming, Chip, John, Kat, Salacious.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
30,000. 30,000.
Yeah.
It's
amazing.
Rum, but that's okay.
What?
I understand.
What did I say? I didn't hear that.
Okay. Sorry. Till next time. Catch you guys on the flip side.